everyone is having an amazing Friday, and I hope you are very excited as I am today because we have a special guest. We have Alicia Vicenttin here with us. If you went to National Convention this year, maybe you stopped at the fragrance station when we had our product haul. You got to meet her. So, Alicia, are you there?
Hello, JAFRA beauties. How are you?
Hi, Alicia. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us today in this short live. Alicia is going to talk to us about the refresh of our Eliorum's collections, which I have here. So, Alicia, take it away.
Oh, first, thank you, Moni, to this invitation to talk with all our JAFRA beauties about this new rebranding that we have in a couple of days for other rooms. It's very important, and first, I need to say that we don't change anything in this rebranding. We only change a little bit the image from our current bottles. We change the caps and the pumps because we know in the past and in the other presentation we have a couple of comments regarding to quality. So the idea is to have this evolution in our packaging to have more quality and more lookalike products and more modern, no, but inside the product, so the fragrance is the same that we have in the past. We don't change anything else. So what is the idea?
Here, Alice. So, I
Yeah.
have one with me here. If you haven't ordered
Right.
yours, we have a new cap, we
Hmm.
have the new pump, and
Correct.
the refresh logo.
Correct. We refresh logo and actually we change a little bit a couple of names to have more relation between the fragrance and the feeling that you have when you use this kind of fragrance. So Monica, can you please come back to the presentation to explain a little bit more regarding to the benefits that we will be have or we are already have in our fragrance. So it's can you go back please?
Yes.
So it's very important to be very clear with this brand because Oderums is our brand that can help us to feel or to revitalize our senses. And how about that? You know that it's so trendy, the well-being the movement, and all of the things that can help us to be more happy or more relaxing or have more calm or whatever you like to feeling. So it's very important and it's very trending this kind of product. So in our lines, Other Rooms is a brand in fragrance that help us to be more something or feel more something and revitalize your senses. What? Okay, Monica, can you go in the other slide, please? So what can we have that? So other items is the fragrance collection for men and women because we will be have these benefits in both that help us to feel more revitalized, more happy or more whatever you look at that. Why would we have that? It's because we have a technology in our formulas, and a special technology that the name is senses. The senses technology help us to revitalize our senses. It's a special ingredient that we have in our fragrance. And that I mentioned, we don't change anything in our formulas. This ingredient we have all the time, but we never talk about that. Can you go to the next one?
Thank you, Alicia. Yes. So we have our previous presentation that you maybe are familiar with, but now it just got like a refresh and we have our new look, right, Alice? And a new
Yeah,
fragrance.
yeah, sure. So correct. Thank you, Moni. So if you can see, we change, as Moni mentioned, the cap, the pump, and in some of them, we change up, of course, the artwork, so the letters inside. And if you can see, we have a couple of changes names. So in the previous presentation, we have Odarum's Paradise that changed to Odarum Serenite. We have Oderum Sunshine that moved to Oderum's Joy. and that's all. We have these two change in the names, but we try to have or keep the same color inside. And as Moni mentioned, we have a new one, and it's Odoros Magnetic. It's for a men categories or for a men, and it's very nice fragrance. It's very fresh and have a very good benefit because you can or well when the men's use it feel more attractive and with more it's more attractive that.
Thank you, Alice. So we're just going to go over each of our fragrances in this collection. And Alice, can you just share with us, what you know about each one?
Correct. So our queen for this brand, of course, is Odoron Femme. So in this case, this fragrance have this note for green apple, gardenia, and vanilla. And this mixing helps us to feel or revitalize our senses. You can feel more awake and affordable, but at the same time elegant. And well, you can help us to be or feel more radiant and comfortable.
And Alice, something that I noticed here, it's that we have the cologne concentration. So can you just share
Oh,
with us a little bit of that,
yes.
please?
Yeah, it's but thank you, Moni, for to remember that. I don't know if all of you remember the kind of fragrance that we can have. Regarding to the contrast concentration, we have different kind of fragrance. For example, if you have a small concentration, it's our body mist or body splash that usually have 2 or 3 hours for the long lasting. So when we move forward, have a little bit more concentration and have the cologne. In this case, other than for women only, it's a cologne. Have a long lasting between I don't know maybe between 3 and 5 hours is the long lasting that we will be have if we use the cologne. If we continue move forward, we have an extra concentration in our EDTs or eau de toilette. For example, Navigo, Double Natures, Vesen. It's a fragrance that we have in eau de toilette. And the long lasting take a little bit between 6 and 8 hours. And for example, in the EDP or eau de parfum, that it's for example Adoris or UR, the last launching that we have for men's. Have more concentration. Actually, it's the brands that we have with more oil or more concentration, and the long lasting it's more than 8 hours. So remember, we have 4 different kind of fragrance. Body mist, that is the lower level of concentration, cologne, eau de toilette, and other perfumes. So
Thank you.
in this case, other arms is for women is a cologne, and in case for the men is eau de toilette.
Thank you, Alice. I just want to share that our consultant, Diana, she says that she has sampled this one, the first, I guess, Eldiorum's theme with her clients for a long time. So thank you for sharing that. Now we are
It's
moving
very
on to
important.
what?
Yeah,
We're
perfect.
moving to the one that we used to know as Paradise. And what can you share with us?
Sure. Well, this fragrance is in the past name Paradise and will be more forward with the name for Serenite. The idea for this fragrance or the benefit that we will be have when we use this fragrance is that this fragrance helps us to revitalize our sense of serenity. So when you use it, this mixing between nectarine, a Caribbean accord, and the white vetiver help us to feel that, for example, if you're in the beach, take something and you feel more relaxed or serenity. This
Thank
fragrance is very fresh and it actually it's my favorite for others.
Thank you, Alice. And we couldn't forget about El de Rome's Amor, which is our pink one. And share with us, what do you love about this one?
Well, this fragrance, more it's for the people or the ladies that it's very romantic. You know that this fragrance helps us to revitalize your sense of love. So you use it and you feel more romantic, actually more feminine, because have this mixing between the bergamot and the rose and the vanilla that helps us have more romantic or feminine.
Oh, thank you, Alice. And if you want to revitalize your sense of happiness, we
I
have,
love it. Yes.
I think
Uh,
this
uh,
one is more you, Alice.
Yes, well, for in case of this one, and it's a very quickly history behind that, we developed this fragrance in 2021. When we developed other arms in the past sunshine, and we're focused to developing this kind of fragrance that help us to feel happy. Why? Because in that moment, if you remember, we have a COVID era. So in 2021, so the idea to launching that is to use a fragrance, and doesn't matter if you are not outside, you feel happy and feel this naturality and have this feeling to go out and maybe I don't know, have a picnic or something outside. So the idea to this one, or the help us regarding to the well-being that will be have for this fragrance, is this fragrance revitalize your sense of happiness. And you know, this fragrance, it's very yellow, it's very happy, because have this mixing between Italian lemon that it's amazing, sunflower, but then in the heart, or in the bottle of the fragrance, have woods. So it helps us to have more long lasting and feel a little bit, not a lot of citrusy, more warming a little bit.
Thank you, Alice. And gentlemen, if you were thinking we didn't have something for you, we do. This collection also offers 3 fragrances for men. And I want you to start, Alice, with our very newest fragrance, which is the black one, the Magnetism. What can you share with us about this one?
Sure. Well, actually, I love it. This fragrance help us to the sense of magnetism. So it's for this kind of men that maybe have a date at night and like to feel fresh, magnetic, and very sexy. This fragrance is very, very contemporary. It's elegant, but at the same time, it's a little bit darker because in the notes have dark minerals, have help us to create the one special accord, have black iced tea, lavender, and help us to be a little bit more, I don't know, have this mystery from the night. Actually, I love it. It's amazing. And remember, in case for the men's line, the other arms the 3 of them, it's an eau de toilette. In case of the men, it's not a cologne. It's a little bit more concentration, have more concentration versus the woman line.
Thank you. So we are moving on to our next one for our gentlemen. What do you love about this fragrance, Alice?
Very important to say that in the past this fragrance name was Libre and we moved to Liberté. And the idea, and only very quickly to change this name, is because we have a mixing between English and French and other things in French. So we move the names in English to French. So this is the idea to move to Libre to Liberté. So this fragrance helps us to revitalize your sense of freedom, to feel this escapism. For example, if you go in the well, it's a landscape or something. It's very fresh. Have this note for citrus, sage, and the soft musk that help us to be I don't know, outside and have an adventure.
Thank you. And last, we have one of my favorites here at home. I have 3 boys, my husband, and I have a teenager that is already,
Mm.
looking to smell fresh. He literally showers in JAFRA fragrances, but this one is his favorite, Alice. So share with us, what are all the good things about this one?
Yeah, well, actually, the magic behind Odoram's is because if you use it, you feel fresh and clean. Fresh and clean is the characteristic that the men usually look when choose a fragrance. So if you have some people that question, or men that question for a fragrance, this one is a safe option. Why? Because you feel fresh and clean. This fragrance revitalizes your sense of freshness. And what is the why or what kind of ingredients need to have in the fragrance to feel fresh and clean? Of course, lavandin. In this case, we have a special ingredient that is the ice salt and the white musk. And again, this fragrance is to feel fresh and clean.
Thank you, Alicia. And that's his personality of my son. He doesn't like to be sweaty. He's always, want to be that freshness. So thank you for sharing that. And I just want to say to our JAFRA beauties, are you ready to discover the scent that is going to revitalize your scent? Well, El de Aromas is waiting for you. Let us know in the chat which one is your top seller with your client, which one is your favorite to use personally. And Alice, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to join us today in this live.
Thank you, Moni. It's a pleasure. Bye bye.
Bye, everyone.